of nowhere, and tonight I'm cleaning the gun. You just see me disassemble it. Now I'm gonna clean it and get right on to what I need to do. So simple as I'm just gonna use, I don't care, spray me time. It's an action cleaner. Also some rubbing alcohol, and after that I'm gonna use my military CLP to clean it up. I got my shit oil rag. I've got my cleaning kit, as well as I got more of the stuff there for a cleaning kit too. So, gonna have some fun. I'm gonna try to take this, just give it a light scrubbing. I don't care if other people don't approve of it. It's not their gun, it's my gun. And there's a lot of shit on here. This all has to come apart. Take this off again, and yeah, I get on to that. So, as we have to see here, this is all that the right hand, technically, trigger group. Okay, it's actually quite simple how it is. It's just I gotta use a pair of pliers to get these undone. And how it works, so that you hammer it back, so you hammer it, and this leaf spring here pushes up on that, then your trigger would plate, which is down on the bottom there, pushes up on that, and you see how it lifts up on that. Okay, well, see how that is located in with that. Okay, that wasn't the case with this one. As you can see how it's almost like an angle, just like a hard 7. Well, this also has an angled little tip on it. This here would sit in here and it would catch and it wouldn't do anything, but it goes back too far. So what I have to do, which is like surgery and shit, I have to angle and file down an angle of this. Could it devalue the gun? Hell yes, extremely. Is it gonna get any really, well, if you really think about it, you can't really devalue a really devaluable or a non-valuable gun that much more. If it doesn't function, it ain't worth shit, right? Well, I'm trying to get these things to function, so I want to try to clean up every little piece I can on this. So pretty much I'm gonna go get a little Tupperware container, and I'm gonna clean up, and I'm gonna file off part of that right there, just angle it up just to match that angle there, just so I can get this in. The problem is that sits up, and then this, it's too high in. There's just, it's too much. So even this little, that little there, all this here is just too much of an angle. So really, I'll decock that, because I don't want it going. It's just not safe functioning yet. And as a double barrel, it's a piece of shit. It's a single barrel with an unsafe double barrel, secondary. And whoever did the welding on that, it's on an angle, but I think it's made that way. So I'm not too worried. That's gonna be my next step, is fixing that. This is the right side, and there's the left side, okay? So I took this apart, I cleaned it literally with this stuff here. This is just my fucking isopropyl alcohol. What I had to do, let's put this back on. I had to file down this piece here. So it's really hard. So that piece there got filed down there because it used to be really, really in there, and I couldn't pull the trigger. Now I can pull the trigger when it gets there. Like that, you can't do it, but it's a bitch. But I cleaned it up, cleaned off the edges, and it works. It locks in place, so now it's safe. But still, the firing pin that hits here is still not enough. Mainly, I need to build up this part right here, extend it out more, and then it'll fire. because right there it doesn't do much compared to, or is that this one? Nope, that's this one. I am wrong. This is for, that's what it's supposed to be. That's what it is. So this one here has to get built up, as you can see the difference, and it comes out. But also the right one, or the left one, has to get straightened out. But I've cleaned it up. Now the easiest thing I'm going to do, since I have another little container, because I don't want this thing rusting up. I fucking hate it when shit rusts up so bad and how people just let it go. This here is just going to go in there, and I'm just going to give it a couple. Okay, that's not supposed to happen. Just literally give her some nice bit of oil. And quite frankly, I could just coat that. Grab some of my patches and just wipe her down. I'm going to do the exact same for the others, except I don't have to file. I'm just gonna clean it up, take it apart since I know how to do it. But just oil it up so that way it looks a lot nicer. Yeah, the big giant spring that's on there is not easy to keep down. If you don't do it right, you're not going to get it on. Took me about 15 minutes just to figure out which one. Well, I know this goes first, which, well, sorry, the end piece there, which is part of that, goes in. These two, this bolts in. This gets bolted in. Then you have this little flat tab, this leaf spring, that presses up on this. So you see how it goes down like that. I'm trying to do it without oiling my hands too much, because then I can't touch anything. Yeah, so that does it. Fuck it, I'll just touch it. That there goes in. Then you have to put in this piece, hook it into this little pin. It's like a T-bar pin. And that was another thing. I had to make sure this goes round all the way, so it actually functions nicely. It's not a fight now to move that thing around. A little bit of filing, a little bit of chipping out extra metal. Just literally screwdriver and like tap it with a bit of steel in the back of the screwdriver. And, but it's all got its oil. This will soak up a lot of it. I don't care if it stays lubed up. Eventually it's just going to get a wipe off anyways. Pretty much. How much is on here? Oh yeah, and that's the other thing I noticed. There's little tabs on here. The 11 is on both of the hammers, so like right there and there. Just try to make this look a little decent and not be such a piece of shit. You just hope that, well, what you do is helpful to other people. Yeah, and there. That already looks way, way better. The fact that it functions. So I've actually finished it. It's quite a bit. There was like a lot of shit that was in here. See, there's a little screw in there. That's what stops that from coming out. It's just a little catch. That's like a cutout. I just finished cleaning out the barrels. They're pretty bad. This one, it's not that nice. This one's a little better. You can't really tell what's in the barrel. You can see a lot of shit in there. But I noticed something else. There is a crack right in there. That barrel is cracked. So, unsafe there. You can see the edge where it's a little dark. That is the crack. Yeah. So, I am definitely not shooting this. Well, not the right barrel. So, flip that upside down, leave it down. And I've cleaned them. I've actually just literally soap and water cleaned it, so it actually looks like wood, not just some black nasty shit. As you can see, this actually looks like real wood now. That's still cracked. I gotta get some glue and put that together, and then I'll clamp it in. But it actually looks like really old wood, because that's what it is. It's really old wood. I'm gonna give it a different look. And all I did was take a little rubbing alcohol, clean it, scrape it. The inside of this was pretty, that plate here was really rusty. Actually, a funny thing is, on that plate is another 11. Each one of these little hammers has an 11 on it. There's so many of these actually have it. The trigger plate here, that has an 11 on it. The inside of this, the trigger guard, has an 11. Yeah, so they're all matching numbers. That's what's really good about that, is that it is all for matching. I think the 11 must be just because it's for a 12 gauge. Like this is an 11, but the barrel is a 10, so I don't get the difference of that. Like, I don't understand one being a 10, one being 11. I don't know, I'll figure it out later. But that is my 120-year-old fucking shotgun. Easiest way is I'm just gonna put her together. So you can probably do this one-handed. Okay, so when you're doing this, you got to have it that way. Since I'm doing it left-handed, that's really bad. So I'm going to switch hands really quick, because I got the camera in my hand. Okay, push with my finger. I'm going to pull this just past it. Okay, there, thumb. There we go. Thumb got it in, locked, done. This literally just goes in. See how there's that little plate thing that's in there, so that goes down back and forth, and it just locks in here. And just like that, done. The old shotgun. Actually, here's another funny thing is, since you know how I had it always firing off. Okay. See how the trigger went up? Okay. See that? I fixed it. The only thing I got left is to fix that and the crack in that barrel. So the barrel I'm not too worried about, so don't ever put any slugs through it. Just shots. I would probably have to cut it down to here because that is the void spot. But in reality, this is now just a showpiece. It has the left barrel as a fucking kill shot, but it's still a showpiece. Yeah, those are the guns. So, yes, I have a war zone of fucking everything here. So that is my M&L. Here, I'll give you a... Pretty sure I showed you. But just in case. M&L Firearms. Yes, and you see how there's a space in between the E and the A. Manufacturing Company Limited. Belgium. Blech. That is my... Technically it was supposed to be 140 bucks, literally. That's all he wanted. And yeah, there's a little bend on the bottom of that barrel too, this right side. So it's pretty messed up. I'll get it straightened out. Because it's only at the bottom, you can see it's right there. So like it starts right about here and then goes up and flattens out because somebody hit it. Stupid idiots. But that is that gun. I'm Duff. Milnor. There's my cleaning my old fucking shotgun. That's like 4 times old as I am. Actually over 4 times because I'm on 35. Alright, like, subscribe, comment. Let me know if you know anything else about these guns. And like always, Have a good one.